Okay, anytime.
Okay.
I saw you tonight, your beauty from inside, the glowing light is shine. I am with you. Oh, close my eyes, sense your vibe, being alive just feels so right. We are flying out of space and time. Sparks spraying between us, colorful clouds of dust. Coincidence might be divine. Wanna sing your melody, sounds like poetry to me. Let your key resonate all through my body. I saw you tonight, your beauty from inside, the glowing light is shine. I am with you. Oh, you saw me tonight, the soul of a child, the chaos of my mind. I am with you.
One more minute, folks.
Skin to skin, wondering, landscapes we're discovering. All the words so new and welcoming. Am I dreaming? Are we here? Just imagine how it feels. Stop believing that it could be real. Wanna sing a melody.
Well, good evening and welcome to our July 15th regular city council meeting. Tonight, most of our things will be on a consent agenda unless pulled by council and will be voted on by a single vote. But we appreciate all of you that have come to be part of our meeting tonight. Clerk, if you would please take the roll.
Mayor Hartke,
Here.
Vice Mayor Stewart,
Here.
Councilmember Harris,
Here.
Councilmember Lopez,
Here.
Councilmember Rowe,
Yes.
Councilmember Ellis,
Here.
Councilmember Orlando.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Great. Thank you, City Clerk. Our Pledge of Allegiance, our invocation tonight will be led by Reverend Mi Young Sun Yang from the Eden Evangelical Korean Church. And then our Pledge of Allegiance will be led by the BSA Troop 3280. So Reverend, please come up to the front and lead us.
Thank you, Mayor and Council, for this opportunity to pray over you and this city. I will be saying my prayer in Korean today, but you should all have a copy of the prayer in English. Let's pray. 하나님 아버지, 감사와 영광을 거룩하신 주님께 올려드립니다. 부족한 종이 기도할 수 있는 시간 주셔서 진심으로 감사와 찬양을 드립니다. 구하옵건대 우리 주님은 세계가 다 내게 속하였다고 말씀하셨습니다. 당신의 거룩한 권위가 챈들러 시리 시장에게 부어주시어 지금은 소돔과 고모라 때와 같이 성적인 타락이 극에 달할 때입니다. 지금은 엘리 제사장 때에 같이 영적 무감각한 시대일 때입니다. 지금은 바울 사도가 3차 전도여행 때 방문한 아덴과 같은 자기도 모르는 신에게 경배하는 사람들이 많은 때입니다. 주님, 이 세계가 이렇게 될 동안 저희들 죄악으로 물들게 한 것 회개합니다. 용서를 구하옵나이다. 불쌍히 여겨 주시옵소서. 지금 이런 때에 챈들러 시리에 사랑하는 모든 스탭들이 시장과 함께 엘리사에게 주셨던 갑절의 영감을 필요로 합니다. 갑절의 영감을 주셔서 지혜로운 판결을 나라로 다 잘 다스렸던 솔로몬에게 주셨던 지혜를 더불어 명철을 더불어 풍성하게 허락하시어서 작금의 죄악된 길을 달려가는 이 시대에 하나님의 공의와 사랑이 넘치는 곳으로 이 시를 변화시킬 수 있도록 성령 충만으로 채워 주시옵소서. 그리고 시에서 하는 모든 일들이 공의롭고 정의롭게 이루어지도록 하여 주시옵소서. 그리하여 챈들러 시리가 어느 시리보다 아름답고 성숙하고 공의롭고 평화로운 곳이 되게 하여 주시옵소서. 예수님의 이름으로 기도드리옵나이다. 아멘.
Thank you. And if Troop 3280 would come up and lead us in the pledge.
Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Boy Scout Troop 3280. Thank you, Reverend, for leading us this morning or this evening. So, Council, we had opportunity to talk and look over the consent agenda on Monday. We brought forth a couple items for presentation. Tonight, it would be appropriate for someone to make a motion unless there is further action that you'd like to discuss on these.
Mayor,
Councilmember.
Councilmember Harris, you listening?
Writing down some taking notes.
Okay.
Whatever you want me to say, I will say. Go Suns.
Mayor, I move that we approve the City Council regular meeting consent agenda dated Thursday, July 15th, 2021, items 1 through 36.
I second that.
All right, Council, we have a motion and a second. Is there any further actions before we vote? Seeing none, Council, please vote.
Councilmember Lopez,
Yes.
motion carries unanimously.
Great, thank you. Council, next, we do have a public hearing related to an annexation of approximately 3.8 acres located west of the southwest corner of Willis and McQueen. And I'd like to open this public hearing and have a staff presentation.
All right. Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and council members. My name is Ben Cedesedes. I'm a city planner with the City of Chandler Planning Division. This is a request to annex parcels located west of the southwest corner of Willis and McQueen Roads. There are approximately 3.8 acres and are currently zoned Rural 43. Currently, the properties are vacant. The site is bordered by properties zoned agricultural and single-family district with single-family homes to the north, vacant lot zoned AG1 or agricultural to the east, Santan Freeway to the south, and single-family lots zoned PAD to the west. The general plan designates the site as neighborhoods, and more specifically, the Chandler Air Park Area Plan designates the land as parks and open space. Utilities are available from Willis Road. The applicant has submitted an area plan amendment, rezoning, and preliminary development plan for a multifamily development with 44 rental units proposed, which is currently being reviewed by staff and will appear in an upcoming agenda. Upon annexation, initial city zoning will be AG1, and the site was posted for the public hearing, and staff has not received any inquiries. This concludes staff presentation and is available for questions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Council, is there any discussion on this annexation request?
Mayor.
Councilmember Orlando.
So, what do they plan on doing here? And when I originally heard that their plan, but I want to clarify what they're trying to do here.
So
What they plan on putting here, I should say. I know what they're doing tonight, but get that one.
through the chair, Councilmember Orlando, they're proposing 44 single-story rental units.
Rental units.
Correct.
Okay. I know it's early in the process, but I hope staff and need be work with them and figure out there's some other options that could go in this particular area. It just doesn't seem to fit in that particular, my concern is it just doesn't seem to fit. And I'd like to see a little bit more creativity in that particular piece. I know it's small and I get that. And I know it's to the freeway and I get that. But by the same token, it's, I want to be wowed on what's going to happen over there.
Acknowledged.
Appreciate that.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
And Council, of course, that we don't have a vote tonight. This is just the public hearing, of which this will come back to us with usually a PAD at that point. Did I hear Councilmember Lopez?
We may have lost him.
Okay. I thought he was coming forth for a comment. Any additional comments or questions from the council on this? All right, seeing none, do we have any discussion from the audience related to this annexation public hearing? All right, seeing none, I'd like to then close our public hearing. And then that heads us into, do we have any unscheduled public appearances tonight?
No, Mayor, we have not received any cards.
All right, thank you. So that moves us to current events, of which I will start. So this weekend, we will be participating. Council, you're all invited, of course, as well as our community, to participate into our annual Operation Back to School. At this particular event, we have been able to gather many organizations that used to hand out backpacks separately that are now working together so that we can provide more backpacks to children rather than seeing duplicity and overlap by a variety of organizations. I want to really give a big kudos to those with Operation Back to School and the many nonprofits that will be working with us here. So totally, we plan on handing out about 3,000 backpacks full of supplies to help our students prepare for their first day back. And this weekend, we will also be at 4 locations in Chandler distributing supplies in a drive-through style event. So that information, I believe, is going to be listed on here. But I do want to give a shout out to Anderson Junior High School for allowing us to use their cafeteria for preparations all summer. I had the privilege of stuffing backpacks earlier this week, but I was at the tail end because we had so many volunteers that had responded and been doing this earlier. This event does get better and better every year, so I'm grateful for our community coming together and help support our students going back to school. Also want to give a big shout out and thank you to our neighborhood services team for all the hard work in making this event happen. And to our students and teachers and staff, I wish you a fun and safe upcoming school year. So with that, Councilmember Harris.
Thank you, Mayor. Awesome backpack drive, love it. Mox Boarding House joins Chandler. I would like to welcome Mox Boarding House to Chandler. Mox was created for the gaming community where you can borrow games from the library for free while you hang out and eat. With more than 10,000 square feet, this new Mox location will be uniquely designed, especially for Chandler. It will house 2 different themed private rooms that can be rented for events in a large outdoor patio. We are excited to have Mox Boarding House join our Chandler community. And go Suns. Thank you.
Turn my mic on here. So you have to excuse me, my allergies are on fire this week, but I wanted to take a special moment to thank Chandler Unified School District Principal Heather Lee Master Aguiano. She has won the distinguished honor of receiving the 2020 National Distinguished Principal Award from the National Association of Elementary School Principals. This is a recognition of her high standards of instruction, student achievement, character, and creating a climate for their students, family, and staff in our community. Miss Aguiano was my kids' principal when they were in grade school, and it set them in motion for an incredible school career, and they both graduated from Perry. And I'm really proud of what they're doing, and they were set in motion from what was going on at their elementary school in Santan. So I just want to thank her for continued commitment to the youth in this community and her continued work in our community. Thanks, Heather. And then this Saturday, I'll be at Basha for the backpack, the Operation Back to School. So I'll be there with my family. So I'd love to see the community out there, and please walk up to me and say hi, and love to meet you. Thanks.
I never miss a back to school backpack. So I'll be at Willis with passing backpacks. And I was also at Anderson filling them out. So it's going to be a great day. Please come out and help. I see Miss Christine Hotchkiss is in the audience, and she's one of the people that really helped us out with that. But tonight I will be remiss not to say something, because we have a community that is so diverse and people from all over the world. And I do know that there are Haitians that live here in Chandler, and they have made this city their place to thrive, live, and work. And I know that you have heard what happened in Haiti in the last week, that the president was assassinated there. And at this moment, I would like to stand and take a moment to reflect on what had happened and ask you for your prayers. And the people of Chandler have always been there for the people of Haiti. Even before I even thought I would be on council after the earthquake, the people of Chandler rallied together, and collectively they sent over $4.8 million worth of medical supplies in Haiti. And there are people in the room right now that still do have ties with Haiti, with orphanages, and one of our pastors is here who does that on a regular basis. And so Chandler and Haiti somehow have always found themselves in a crossroad, and it's always for the best. So tonight, please join me. I'm asking the city, I'm asking those of you who are here to please stand with me in a moment of silence toward the Haitian people and what they're going through. Thank you so much to everyone.
Councilmember Rowe, do you have any announcements to share with us?
Yeah, I'll be quick about it. Thank you, Mayor. I think I can say this. Today was quite a day. And if you're out there and you had anything to do with working on this election process for our new city manager, I want to say thank you to you all and our candidates. Josh Wright, Milton Dehoney, Sarah Hensley, Tom Hutka. You came and you went through the gauntlet. Thank you for doing that. Thank you to Ray Lynn and all your folks and all the hard work that you've done up until today, and probably will have to do beyond this in helping us pick the right candidate for the city of Chandler. And to the employee groups, all the citizens that came and participated, and our staff and all the other folks that had anything to do with this. It's an important process. Thank you for taking it seriously, and we'll see what happens here in the future. We'll try to get a decision out as soon as we can. Thank you.
Councilmember Orlando.
Nothing tonight, Mayor. Thank you.
All right. So before I turn this over to acting city manager for comments, I I am remiss if I did not also announce one of our newest employees, one of our magistrates. Michelle Lu Sung is in the back, and if you'd please stand. Judge Sang had applied for our chief magistrate position, though it went to Judge Skupin. We realized we had a good thing here, and it just worked out for her to join Team Chandler. So we are honored that you chose to join us, and we are honored to have you serve with us. So thank you. And Acting City Manager.
Nothing tonight, Mayor. Thank you.
All right, that concludes our meetings tonight. Thank you.